Sure. What?
I'm starting to get tired of their music, to be quite honest. I liked it at first, but these kids, they know nothing of disco. That's it for now.
As always, we'll be right here, waiting patiently for the news. Yeah!
Okay, that's not what he said in the text, whatever. Let's get a new hat on. I forgot I gave my hat to that lady. I think the hat I gave her was actually one that was actually, like beneficial to me, but whatever. We'll get the racist Chinese hat back on. Help ravers start a nightclub. A pile of nasal sprays. Brand name, Nosafed Ultra. Ultra, I want that. A speaker, the big kind they use for live music.
So you had a talk with Andre, and now you want to discuss things with Noid. Good.
Skin shows through the holes in the Speed Freak's too large sweater. In front of him, an open toolbox full of carpentry tools and parts.
It's good you talked to Andre first. Gave me time to get a reading on your sign. Can't really talk to people before you get a reading.
He runs his hand through his hair, which is combed back in mock seriousness, and continues to fiddle with some gears. Sign? I assume they mean like aura.
Yeah, gotta compare. See if we can align.
Interesting.
I suck at socialising, man. Even now, our sign synchronisation is way off. But I'll see what I can do.
Why are you called Noid?
The hardcore aesthetic is esoteric. It's not meant to be discussed with the law at this moment.
He picks up some sort of a widget. I don't understand what that means.
I can see that. Further sign matching would do good for us. One way to achieve sign synchronicity would be by getting us into the church.
Tell me about the machines you saw in the church.
Weird stuff. Specialised. There was a data processor and some sort of long-wave machinery. Wires going into water. Gives off a spy sign. Or some fucked up Samaran science sign. You know, the kind that goes head first into the supernatural.
The People's Republic of Samara is a product of Revachel's sister revolution on the Grand Isola. It's known as a severely degenerated rogue state.
Rogue state. Interesting. What's wrong with the supernatural?
Nothing's wrong with it. You should definitely be researched. You can still do sick shit with it though.
The supernatural. So you think it's real, that it actually exists?
Most of it doesn't exist. But there's also stuff that isn't allowed to exist. Because the moralists think it's too dangerous for the plebs. Psionic powers, pale-related diseases, pretenders pretending to be human, folk rights, that kind of stuff.
Okay, maybe I'll come back later. What a weird little tent. A kick drum pulse. The music is coming from somewhere on the ice. Let's get out of here, Kim.
Yes?
I have big news, Kim. I'm going to tell him about how I no longer obsess over my sexuality.
Okay.
I have managed to stop obsessing about my sexuality.
Great. Imagine all the time you'll have for work now. Matter of fact, we should get back to it right now.
Turns his attention elsewhere.
Just one thing, though.
What?
Are you part of the homosexual underground?
You didn't stop at all, did you? You are just obsessing about other people's sexuality now.
Yeah, but...
But am I? I'll spare you another 20-hour mind project. Yes, I am. Now let's get back to work.
Oh shit, he outright said it. He outright said it. Oh my. Dubois Kitsuragi ship? I don't know how well that would go. That makes me think that may actually... That's most likely a facet of the game, if I had to guess. You probably can strike up some kind of relationship with Kim by the end.
That's the truth.
Alright, well, Kim's gay. We know that now.
The shaggy-haired girl kneels on the sea ice. She looks up as you approach.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you going to help us? With the church, I mean.
Yeah, I'll help you.
Great. Let us know if there's any progress, will ya? We've been waiting for weeks here.
I'd like to know more about your associates.
My associates? I haven't got much to say about them.
What do you mean? You must know something about them.
Of course I do. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them.
To the cops.
What about you? Tell me something about yourself.
Me? I'm a silver bird.
What?
A silver bird feels strangely familiar. Was it an expression? And if yes, then for what? Then your mind slips and the thought is gone.
Aha, okay. Maybe I'll ask later about all this.
Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but...
Getting a lot of tasks off of this bunch of junkies. The others told me you went inside the church. What did you see in there?
Oh, that. You're not going to believe me. There's no point in me telling you.
She's less prone to blurting out crab man than the others.
We'll see. Go ahead and tell me.
Okay. I went in and I saw a woman next to one of those machines there. Noid calls it a mainframe. She was dressed like someone who's been raised by their grandmother, you know, strange old clothes. Had this absent expression, didn't say anything, just stood still.
Go on.
And then, you know, right behind her, a man crawled down the wall. Upside down like a crab, down the church wall. I think the woman didn't even know he was there. He was completely silent. He stopped right before he got to the floor, then just hung there like that, looking at me. Right at me. I fucking turned around and walked out. End of story.
Like a crab, you say?
The lieutenant nods, his face is stone. What did this crab man look like?
It was too dark. I couldn't tell exactly.
Isn't Crab Man the name of, like, the black guy and My Name is Earl? I think it might be.
Come on. She obviously could. She already went into detail.
What did he look like?
He looked like a banger, okay? He was all muscular and stuff. Had a mesh tank top. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that only made it scarier in a way.
A crab and a banger?
The lieutenant raises an eyebrow.
Yes, a banger. As in a mess gang member. I know what it sounds like, but that's what I saw.
I don't want to shit, like, I don't want to, like, shit all over her, but I really don't believe you. I'm sorry.
I don't blame you. I mean, I wouldn't believe me either. I'm surprised Noid did. Andre I expected, but Noid...
She shakes her head. That's it for now. Okay, so there is no other way into the church. It's just I broke a fucking pry bar instead of getting the key. Painted with pastels. Someone is trying to bring cheer into the world. The frequency can't be that low.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height,
Open it.
stand. The lock turns easily. You hear a click as the shackle pops open.
Let's go.
Pull on the doors.
A great whoosh of air rushes into the dark innards of the church, as though rushing to fill a great vacuum in the heart of the city.
Oh, wow. This would be one hell of a venue. It's a lot bigger inside than I expected. I mean, they did say it was 6 stories. Oh, shit. Am I imagining, like, this lady singing? Am I hearing it? Is it just atmospheric? Why? Whatever. This grotesque wooden figure looks half-finished. This figure was added later. It's not part of the original church. More of the forked lightning pattern you saw outside. Bark beetles? No, it looks intentional. Some long-forgotten style. The blackboard is filled with complex equations. They look recent. Something to do with radio frequencies? Maybe the lady they saw is the lady driver. The bowl is filled with water. A live wire runs directly into it. Could these wires work as contact microphones? Oh, okay. Interesting.
The silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent.
Wait, I think I still hear something.
And then it's gone. Almost all of it, but for the faintest of hums. It seems the sound here is detached from its source somehow, if not blotted out outright. Truly unusual. You can hardly hear your own breathing.
Stomp your feet and clap your hands.
You produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total, somehow.
What the fuck? Yell as loud as you can.
Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers.
What's happening?
The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head. Then he leans closer.
Can you hear anything?
Not really, but it's extraordinary. I've never experienced anything like this.
I wonder why the church was built with such strange acoustics.
Maybe the church was designed this way to prevent boisterous activity, singing and dancing, on its premises.
Maybe they wanted to discourage singing and dancing.
Could be.
He doesn't seem entirely convinced, though.
Look up into the bell tower.
The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead.
What if I don't want to know what's up there?
The silence, the darkness, they've enveloped you as in a cocoon. You cannot move anymore.
Try to see beyond the shadows. Oh, I don't have a choice. Fuck. Shit. Oh, come on. This is gonna fail. I know it's gonna fail. That was the trick. You have to convince him. See, that was big brain move on my part. Wow.
It's like there's something moving up there. A shadow has emerged from the tower and it's making its way toward you through all the other shadows.
On the ceiling?
Yes. The darkness makes the ceiling feel infinitely far away.
Follow the shadow's movements.
It's not a shadow anymore, becoming more substantial as it gets closer. The shape of an animal descends.
Officer, is there something up there?
The lieutenant follows my gaze, attempting to see whatever it is that I'm seeing.
Oh no. You've lost sight of it. Where did it go?
Blink. Oh, what the fuck?
You see something hanging from the rafters, looking straight at you.
What the fuck?
Dark eyes.
What the fuck? I did not expect this. I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
Maybe it's possible to talk to it.
Oh, I don't like this. What are you? What are you?
The shadow is a man. A man made of the same stuff as the carpentry of the building.
What?
He is studying you intently.
What the fuck?
The crab man.
I'm gonna be quiet for now. What the fuck? God damn this game. I did not expect there to be an actual fucking crab man.
The man leaned forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry. Everything's gonna be alright. You come to the right place.
What are you?
That accent is Villalobos, a peninsula in Mesk and a district in Jamrock. There's a sizable contingent of Villalobos-speaking Mesks in Revachol. Hold on. Stop it right there. Pussy? What's with this?
I'm not scared. I just don't understand why the female sexual organs have to be associated with weakness.
You really got a case of frayed nerves, pussy. And this usage comes from pusillanimous. Everybody knows that.
Oops.
Chill out, man. Here you could receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of that despair at the bottom of that bottle.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
Wait a second. Like, what did it say? He is made of the same stuff as the carpentry of the building. I think that's a bit dismissive, Kim. All right, I'll forgive Kim that. His eyesight is shit.
Hey, and what was that about, the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already. Shish.
I'm a policeman. I need to talk to you about police things. I don't know anything about alcohol use.
Oh, yeah, sure. You don't know anything about alcohol use. You got it all under control, Way. I could smell the control all the way over here.
You don't know me. You don't know what I've been through.
I was like you once, just dragging my feet to the next bottle. Shit was dark, Holmes.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
Who do you think you are? Some crazy guy under the roof? What is this shit?
It doesn't matter who I am, Way. I'm just bringing you the message of the mother's love. She don't want you to hang yourself on your own stubbornness.
His words echo in the cold air of the church.
This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
He sways gently on the beams, waiting for me to take it all in.
You have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Is he just trying to throw you off your game? Whatever it is, he's quite confident about it. Just look how gracefully he sways. 'Tis not an act, my liege. Save him perchance, he hath deceived his very self. This man is a zealot.
Do you know where the other spooker is? Point at the strange machines around me.
Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. Don't know, Holmes.
Viejita is grandma?
Wait, so there is another person living in the church and it's a viejita?
No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear.
That's creepy rhetoric. What the f- I need to take a second to vape. This is all very strange. And you don't know where she is.
That's what I said, Holmes.
How can you not know that when you both live here?
Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We got different interests.
So you've got nothing else to tell me? How she looks, what she does? Who is she?
I'm afraid not, Essay. You just have to wait until she comes back, or...
He shrugs.
Or search through her radio computer.
Some ravers would have turned this place into a nightclub.
The ones in the tent outside, right? I see them. Think they scared of me.
Turning a church into a nightclub, I have to say it's a great idea. You should support it.
Absolutely, man. Wouldn't bother me none to have them spin music in here. I'm usually way up there, imbibing.
I'm surprised that he doesn't care.
Might even be nice to have some company.
So you must be the crab man.
Never known myself to be a crab. But if that's the name you got for me, I won't stop you from using it.
If you're not a crab, then what are you?
I always thought of myself more like a flame, flickering along the rafters and beams. It may be that I gotta work on my technique.
That's not the only technique he's working on. Look at those carved sculptures. And is that a satchel of tools over there?
Wait, did you also carve all these sculptures? Point at the nearest pillar.
Sure am. Whittling wood used to be something I just did to busy my hands. Now I use those same hands in service of something greater than my own restlessness.
All right, let's consider the context and meaning here.
I see what you've done there. It's as if these figures are trying to become one with the church, or perhaps with the mother herself.
It's all just for the mother, man. No need to overthink it.
Oh. Il Copo del Art. What were you before you became a crabman and a woodcarver?
I was in a gangway, but my memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone.
So many people losing their memory. A certain portent of doom.
Nah, Essay. It's not like that. Best thing that could happen to you, losing your memory.
Do you remember your name, sir?
Tiago's my name, but those syllables don't mean much to me these days. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak, your place amongst your fellows, your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore.
Been a while since I've had the option to throw Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau out. I think at this point Harry's accepted that he is Harry Dubois. My name's Harry. I extend my hand for a greeting. He reaches down and takes my hand.
That's just the thing, Holmes. None of that matters.
He ignores my hand. His limbs are mere shadow below the ceiling.